Hello everyone. So it must be Sunday because I'm ready to make my video, and so tonight I'm making this really easy pasta dish, and I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is. The first thing I'm going to do, of course, is show you my ingredients, and then I'll just put it together. But what I want to tell you first is that I have a YouTube channel. And I just got it up and running, so it's just in its baby stages, and I've got a few videos on there, but it's vegan and beyond, so check it out. I'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll be posting videos probably every week or more if I can. So it's gonna just be me cooking, maybe hikes around the San Luis Obispo, just, you know, kind of a peek into what I do, because I do get a lot of questions about that. What do I eat? What do I do? So I'm going to turn the camera around, and I'm working on, like, I need better lighting and just a lot of things, but I'm not going to let that stop me from just starting. So that's what I did. I just put my YouTube channel up, and so it's rough, but it'll get better. So just stick with me. So I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see all my ingredients. So we're going to have some vegetable broth right here, and about a half an onion. We've got about 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. I like a lot of garlic, so if you do too, then go for it. I've also got half a tablespoon of basil and oregano, some red pepper flakes. I've got my cherry tomatoes, and they're organic, and I just got a multicolored little basket of them, and that's about, it's not quite a whole pint. And then I use some jarred sauce. You can use whatever kind you want. I try to find one that's really, doesn't have a lot of fat and not a lot of sugar. And then, as most of you know, I have celiac, so I'm gluten-free. So this, to me, is the best gluten-free pasta. It's non-GMO, and it is delicious. It's Barilla, so definitely check it out if you have to be gluten-free. I know some people like to do whole wheat pasta, but my family doesn't really like that. And this pasta, they don't even know the difference. I've also got some balsamic glaze that I just put about a tablespoon in at the end. But the first thing you want to do is get the old water boiling. So that's almost there. And so we're going to start my sauce, and I'm going to figure out a way to prop this camera up so you guys can see what I'm doing. So bear with me. Okay. How's that? Okay, hi Nick, hi Kathleen. So what I do is I start with my vegetable broth. I've already had the pan heating up, okay? Because I don't like to cook with oil if I don't have to. So I'm gonna put my onion in, and I just let this kind of get soft. Ooh, and I'm using my brand new Pampered Chef bamboo spatula. Thank you, Glenda, for having a party. That came in the mail a couple days ago, so I'm really excited about that. So I just let this cook for a little bit, and I should turn my vent on so the smoke alarm doesn't go off. My smoke alarm's super sensitive. And I don't know if you can see, it's just kind of cooking away here. Literally, I can make this when I get home from work, and I'm eating in 30 minutes. That's why I love it, because I like to eat fast, have things done fast. Okay, so I'm going to throw in my garlic. Love me my garlic. Oh, another thing I forgot to tell you that I put in here is some flat leaf parsley, and I'll do that at the end. And I'm wearing my Plant Strong t-shirt. Woo! So we'll let this cook for a bit. It's delicious. And it's almost time to turn the fire up a little higher on my water so I can get my pasta in. My pasta takes about 10 minutes to cook, so that's why I like to just get that done, get the water boiling, so I can get everything put together, okay? So, how's everybody doing out there? Tammy's watching, Joey's watching, yay. Okay, so it looks like this water is just about there, so I'm going to get my pasta in. And I have these onions and garlic kind of on medium-high, so they really get cooking, you know? So I'm going to throw my pasta in. And I know you guys all know how to make pasta. And as you guys have figured out, there's nothing I make that's like rocket science here. It's all pretty basic. So once I stir this so that, you know, nothing that doesn't clump together. And once it comes back up to a boil, I set my timer for 10 minutes, and it's pretty much right on. Okay, so then what I do is I throw my tomatoes in, and I'm going to add a little bit more broth because it kind of dried out a little bit. Okay, so here's the next little part. So you put the lid on, and you let these tomatoes just cook away in here. And when they pop, then they're ready to go. So I put them on pretty high heat. And then I will keep stirring my pasta occasionally. And as most of you know, I don't eat meat, eggs, dairy, fish, none of that. I'm totally plant-based. So that's why none of my recipes. I've gotten some people that say, oh, can you show me how to make ribs? Ha ha ha. No. I watched a really good documentary on Netflix night before last. It's called Food Choices. I highly recommend it. It's really good. A lot of good information. A lot of scientific information about, you know, diet and, you know, what you put in your mouth, and, you know, a lot of diseases, cancer, diabetes, arthritis. It's pretty amazing. So, and I just leave the lid on. I don't really check it. Sometimes I roll it around a little bit. So I'm going to come down here. Susie wants to know how many years a vegan. About 5.5. And Tammy, yeah, this is definitely, you could, this definitely serves 4, definitely. So, and you know, pretty good portions. I also, at the end, I put a little bit of jarred sauce in, like I said, just because my husband likes it a little bit more saucy, like his wife. But if I'm just making it for me, I don't do that, and you don't have to do that. So that's kind of up to you. That's just something that I added in for the hubby, because he's, you know, he lives here, so what am I going to do? Anyway, any more questions out there? Oh yes, nice green salad, Susie. That's absolutely right. Yes, definitely. I make a salad with this, and it's just really satisfying, especially now that it's getting colder. Last night I made a corn chowder in my pressure cooker. It was really good, and it was just really satisfying. So definitely green salad. And yes, Kathy, you can definitely add mushrooms. What I would do is I cook the mushrooms first, and so all the moisture gets out, and once they kind of cook down, add your onions and garlic. As far as my own dressings for my salad, sometimes, or I just get like a gluten-free vegan one at Whole Foods, but I do make this one. It's a 3-2-1. It is, let's see if I can remember it, I haven't made it for a while. It's 3 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard and 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, organic maple syrup. Stir that up. It is a really good dressing. No oil, and it's very concentrated, so you don't need a lot. So I'm going to put the phone back down and check my tomatoes, see if they've popped yet. See how they're getting there. And give my spaghetti a stir. And don't mind my son, he's in the other room playing video games, so he's yelling at the screen. If you hear yelling, don't be alarmed. And again, if you guys have any suggestions, I'm just cleaning up as I go. If you have any suggestions for recipes, I want to make vegan enchiladas. Those are really good. I have a vegan lasagna that's really delicious. I'm just looking for other... Oh, hi Lisa. My daughter's watching. I really like my new spatulas. Okay, we're almost there. They're starting to pop. So I just use... What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this potato masher, and I just mash them down. But we're just going to give them another couple of minutes. And I don't like my pasta's not boiling fast enough for my liking. I'm gonna get the strainer. So did everyone have a good Thanksgiving? Probably still full. I had a I went to my mother-in-law's and they do the turkey and all that, but I do my own thing, my own stuffing. Everyone eats my mashed potatoes because they're really good, but there's no animal products in it. And I made some really good. I think Kathy, you said you made them. The Brussels sprouts and butternut squash was delicious. Oh, see you later, Kathy. Kathy had to go. Anywho. Let's check my tomatoes because we're almost done. I know my camera work is impeccable. Okay. So what I do is I use the lid as a shield because these things squirt and it's really hot and they don't feel too good. So I just mash them down. I'll show you in just a second. All right. I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can see. Look at that. See how pretty with all the different colors? I love it. And they could actually stand to be mashed just a little more. All right, I'm going to add my sauce. So going back. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of sauce. Get whatever kind of sauce you want. Some people don't want to use any oil, no salt. I mean, you just do you, and I do me. So you saw about how much I poured in. Almost half the jar. Okay, now I'm going to do my spices, and I just do a couple shakes of red pepper flakes because not everybody in my house likes it. Too hot. Okay, turn that down a little bit. All right. Then I use about a tablespoon or so of this balsamic glaze. And they have all different kinds. And It works better than just plain balsamic vinegar. It's just not the same if you use balsamic vinegar. But this just gives it like another, and I use about, it's probably a little over a tablespoon, or about a tablespoon. But it just gives it another layer of flavor. All right. So we are almost there. We got about a minute left on the pasta. See how quick this is? All right, and then I just throw my flat leaf that I've just chopped. And that just kind of brightens up the flavor at the end. And you know, if you want to add salt or pepper, that's totally up to you. I don't think this really needs salt because the sauce has salt in it. Not a lot, but it does have some. Okay. And then I just let that cook for, you know, for the rest of the time. Hey, so it looks pretty good. I'm not going to sing a song. I need 3 other voice parts to do that. Hi Charlotte, happy birthday. My niece is on. She turned 18 today. Oh, my pasta's done. Susie wants to know if she doesn't really like vegetables, what's a good way to start? And I say just chop stuff up super fine and just add a little bit, you know? Like carrots. Carrots are a good one because, I mean, they're sweet. You gotta love carrots. I would just start adding carrots and maybe finely chop up mushrooms, throw them in a sauce. Things where it's kind of incorporated in things. Because, you know, you're not going to just bite into a head of broccoli. I would, but you wouldn't. So I'm going to drain my pasta. So going back down. I'm just going to double check and make sure that it is done. My husband's standing outside because he doesn't want to be in the shot. Perfecto. Okay, draining. I also don't rinse my pasta. That's just me. If you like to rinse it, you go for it. So I'm just gonna plate it up so you guys can see it. And then that's it. I like to put a little sauce in and toss it around so the noodles don't stick. All right, and then I just add a little bit more parsley at the end. And that is it. Oh, I'm such a messy cook. A professional would clean the bowl. So there you have it. It's really good, really hearty, and I still have this much sauce left and this much spaghetti. And you can always add more sauce if you want to make it go farther. So, no, I don't make my own gluten-free bread. So, I'm not that talented. All right, you guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you next Sunday with another episode of Debbie Chu in the Kitchen. Don't forget to check out my YouTube page, Vegan and Beyond, and I'd love for you to subscribe it, share it, let me know what you think. All right, guys, you guys have a great week, and I will see you next weekend. Bye.